plan to sell it at an auction.
The car was stolen and later recovered in Colorado Springs, where it sat in the police impound lot for more than a month.
The couple says the cops never called them to pick up their car. Instead, News 5 Investigates discovered police had planned to sell it at an auction. And when lead investigative reporter Eric Ross started asking questions, police were not eager to talk.
No, they were not. So far, police have nothing to say on camera about this case. But Mary Antrim is talking after she says police would not give her car back or answer her phone calls. And when she found out her car was going to be sold at auction, she called News 5 Investigates for help. Mary Antrim and her husband Clyde had their car stolen from the 1700 block of East 9th Street in Pueblo on June 1st.
I was just dumbfounded.
The car was recovered 45 miles away in Colorado Springs.
They just told me that it was involved in a robbery and that it was being held for evidence. And that was all that I was told.
That was over a month ago.
I've called them every week to find out where the car was at.
But according to Mary,
no one has called me back.
Fast forward to July 10th. Mary logs onto the computer and discovers her Ford Crown Victoria was set to be auctioned off in September.
I thought, how in the world can you do that from being on hold for evidence and now it's on hand and being ready to go to auction? I just couldn't believe that.
And neither could we, so we reached out to police. In an email, they told us the vehicle was in fact placed on hold back on June 5th, pending further investigation. A month later, on July 7th, police released the hold and said they sent a letter to Mary advising her that her vehicle was at the impound lot and charges have accumulated as a result of being impounded. But that letter was not postmarked until July 11th, the same day we contacted police looking for answers. When we asked police about that discrepancy, they never responded. We also discovered the department appeared to violate its own policy, promising to waive all towing, impound, and storage fees for crime victims. Yet we found the department wanted to charge Mary $178 to get her car back.
I need it for my appointments, my doctor's appointments, and other appointments that I have to go to. That's my transportation. And I am 80 years old, and I'd like to have my car back so I can do what I have to do.
After we reached out to police, they finally contacted Mary and told her they'd waive all the impound fees and release her car. And just to make sure, our cameras were rolling as a tow truck showed up to take Mary's car back to Pueblo.
I think your phone calls obviously helped, 100%.
And Mary had the car towed back home because, according to her, police would not tell her what condition the car was in. Bottom line, if you're the victim of a crime and your car is impounded, call daily and document that evidence. And remember, police say it's their policy not to charge crime victims for towing and storage fees, so you shouldn't have to pay a penny. Now, if you have a problem or issue you'd like News 5
Cops busted trying to sell innocent elderly woman's car after telling her they needed it for evidence. After the woman finally got a hold of police and they could no longer sell her car in an auction, they still attempted to charge her for the impound fees even though they insisted that they needed to hold the car as evidence. By Rachel Blevins, August 6, 2017. Pueblo, Colorado, when an 80-year-old woman's car was stolen in June, and then recovered by police, she had no idea that it would be stolen once again, but this time by the same group that claimed to be helping her get her car back in the first place. The Ford Crown Victoria, owned by Mary Antrim and her husband Clyde, was initially stolen from their residential neighborhood in Pueblo during a robbery on June 1, according to a report from KOAA News. "I need my car for my doctor's appointments that I have to go to," Mrs. Antrim said. "That's my transportation and I'm 80 years old and I'd like to have my car back so I can do what I have to do." The car was discovered 45 miles away on June 5, after police responded to reports of an aggravated robbery at a Dillard's in Colorado Springs. Mrs. Antrim told the local NBC affiliate that she was told her car was being impounded and was on hold while police fully investigated the robbery. Advertisement. "They told me it was involved in a robbery and that it was being held for evidence, and that's all I was told," Mrs. Antrim said. I've called them every week to find out where the car is at and what's going on with the car. No one has called me back. After more than a month of calling and receiving no answers, Antrim said she began searching online, and she found out that not only were police not planning to return her car, they were planning to sell it in an auction. Read more. In under 5 minutes, video shows the massive scale of US police stealing from innocent people. I was dumbfounded, Antrim said. I thought, how in the world can the car go from being on hold for evidence and now it's on hand and being ready to go to auction? I couldn't believe that. KOAA News reported that Colorado Springs police refused to address the situation on camera or provide a formal comment, and instead claimed that they sent Mrs. Antrim a letter on July 7, which stated that her vehicle was at the CSPD impound lot and charges have accumulated as a result of being impounded. The letter claimed that if Antrim did not claim the vehicle, it would be sold in an auction on September 11. However, while Colorado Springs police insisted the letter was mailed on July 7, KOAA News noted that it was not postmarked until July 11, the same day their reporters contacted the department. Investigative reporters from KOAA also noted that while they filed an open records request for any phone call records, if any, showing how many times Colorado Springs police or the CSPD impound lot called Mrs. Antrim about her vehicle prior to putting it on a September 2017 auction list, they have yet to receive any information other than the formal notice that the request was received. As soon as Colorado Springs police realized they wouldn't get away with auctioning off Mrs. Antrim's car without a fight, they still attempted to make a profit off of it by insisting that she needed to pay $178 for the fee to have the car impounded, something police insisted on in the first place. Read more. Leaked emails show feds and police threaten local gophs who try to stop them from stealing from you. However, KOAA News noted that this fee was the exact opposite of the policy Sergeant Garza mentioned over email, which stated, "It is the policy of the Colorado Springs Police Department that victims of crimes whose vehicles are towed as part of the criminal investigation will not be charged tow/impound storage fees while at the impound facility." Following the report from KOAA News, Mary Antrim received notice that her car would be returned, and she would not be forced to pay any fees. While Colorado Springs police may act as if everything is fine now that the car is returned, the fact is that their department attempted to take advantage of an 80-year-old woman after she was the victim of a robbery by stealing her car once again, ignoring her repeated requests for information, and then attempting to extort money from her after they realized they wouldn't get away with auctioning off her vehicle.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done... for life hating so much. Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy.
is
You
the
work
hard
for
part
us, Sheriff.
in
Just
keeping
keep that in
up.
mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So. But getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just calling. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream, everybody gives $1, 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So, yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself, 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know, too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So, if you can give more than that, that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that, that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. and we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know the $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.